was the journey like to say, I'm actually going to hit publish and do this video on YouTube? What was the brain thoughts happening in your head when you're like, I'm actually going to do this, people?
Well, I had started, wow, that's a good question. I'd started guesting on other people's channels. Like I was on the very first stream I was ever on was Purple Valkyrie's one of her member streams.
Okay.
And then the first actual guest where it was like, yeah, come on and I want to talk to you was Loki's. I was on back when he was doing Women of the Fandom. He had me come on, and my first thought was why, but okay, because I guess I'd have been in chats enough then, and I'd gotten to know people. They kind of got to know me, and people were asking particularly after that interview, they were like, okay, you need to get your own. Why don't you get your own channel? You like to talk, you like pop culture, you blah 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 blah. And I was like, I don't know, I fought it for a while because I'm like, what would I talk about? What would I do? I don't know. And then I thought, it would be really cool to have a show with someone, and someone I could banter with, someone I could get comfortable with in the medium, and kind of dip my toes in. So I thought of Pink and Purple, and I asked Purple. I said, "What would you think about doing this with me?" We call it Pink and Purple in the Afternoon. Kind of pink is my favorite color. She's Purple Valkyrie. Kind of a play. And I fully expected her to say no because, Purple was established. She was busy. She was doing stuff. And she came back with, sure, sounds like fun. And I was like, oh, my God, she said yes. What do I do now? Okay, I guess we're doing this. And it was late September.
Wow.
On my channel, we had our first one, and we swapped back and forth, between weeks. And it had a good run. It had a good run, and it was a fun show when we were doing it. So.
Bone says they first saw you on Fat Steven in the chat, and Joker's voice is back with us. Hey, Joker.
Hey, Puddin'.
It has been, and I don't know what clicked for me like 6-7 weeks ago. It clicked like, if I'm going to do the YouTube thing, like I had to kind of like have a strategy, like how do I turn the faucet back on, the promotion and all of that. And one of the things that the biggest problem I have with the pop channel in particular is because I've been doing it for so long, but there's all these peaks and valleys with the work that I had done. People don't even know me as a live. So all these people that had subscribed in the very beginning, I didn't do any live streaming. So for them, I had to cut them off Facebook completely. I can't, if I stream to Facebook, they'll be on Facebook. They won't come over here. So I had to stop doing that. And then I was like, well, how am I going to grow and find new people to reach and spend time with? How will I stream? I didn't like streaming by myself. The guests kept canceling on me, things like that. And it's like, I just started kind of dipped a toe in the water. I think it's a lot of what you said. You were nervous about talking to Purple, but then it was like the arms were wide open. And I think everyone's kind of like that a lot more than you realize. Isn't that?
It never hurts to ask. Yeah, it never hurts to ask. You will never know anything if you don't just take a chance and ask. True. I figured the worst that's going to happen is she's going to say no. And then I either come up with something else or I do it on my own. I wouldn't have been out anything.
Right.
And it just so happens she said yes. And then after that, I started, ARWYN Afternoon, and then ARWYN After Dark. And then, we've got the Bougie Boozers, and it's just kind of all over.
Word vomit. Yeah. I got it.
Word vomit. Thank you.
Full circle on that.
I'm so glad I'm so associated with something called word vomit. That just makes my heart go bitter-bad.
See, you'll understand how sweet. You'll understand how funny it is if I get the clip. I got to figure out how to lift it because it's in the middle, and I can't find the clip anywhere online already. So
yeah.
Yeah. Right.